Welcome to Drive Time Unscripted, and it's Friday. What better day to
talk about restaurants?
I mean, hey, maybe you're looking for a place to go, and the history that we're going to share with you may spark a taste.
Ha ha
Ha ha ha! Welcome. We're glad you joined us. I'm your host, Rod Holler. I've got my wife, Kim, with me today.
Hi there, I'm Kim.
And we're going to carry on as we have been talking about our series about the fast food restaurants and a little bit of history about them and some fun facts about them. And there's been some pretty cool things about these restaurants that I had no idea about.
Yep.
It's kind of fun if you start looking into their history, when they started, how they started, who started them, and we have a really interesting fun fact about our restaurant today. And we are going to be talking about Firehouse Subs, a location that I have only been to, if I am remembering correctly, twice.
I think I've only been to that once in my life.
Okay. Didn't have any problem with it. I mean, it was good. And so I think it's kind of one of those, it's to take it or leave it type of a thing. And, whatever floats your boat.
Yes. There's a lot of sub places around.
Yes. And so we're going to have some fun today. So we have some fun facts and some history about Firehouse Subs. So hang out with us. Welcome back to Drive Time Unscripted.
We're here to help you decompress on your way home, or maybe you're home and your brain is tired from a long work week. So you just need to listen to something you don't have to think about.
Right.
That's why we're here.
So thanks for joining us on
something light.
Absolutely. The lighter side of life. So thanks for joining us here on True Hope Media. And we do hope that you had a great week and you're looking forward to a relaxing weekend. Mm-hmm. Firehouse Subs is our subject for the day today. They were founded on October 10th, 1994 by two brothers, Chris and Robin Sorensen, in Jacksonville, Florida.
Woohoo, go Florida.
They are here in our home state. And Jacksonville is a pretty decent drive from us.
About 5 hours from us.
Yeah, because we're south. I mean, the funny thing about Florida is to reach a border, you have to drive about 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, depending on traffic, before you actually reach the border.
True.
So when
north or south, if you're going to get all the way to the bottom. But anyway.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
Both brothers were former firefighters.
Kind of cool.
So therefore, they wanted to create a restaurant that reflected their passion for firefighting and great food. As you probably could connect now, I didn't think about it before. Firemen are... It's kind of almost like their side job is to be a good cook.
It's a rite of passage if they can be a chef.
Or make good chili for some reason.
Chili, yeah, that's for some reason.
So that was a passion of theirs, and good for them. And that's why they started their restaurant.
Their first restaurant location was in a strip mall space in San Jose Boulevard in Jacksonville. On San Jose, I shouldn't say in. On San Jose Boulevard in Jacksonville, Florida.
And there you go. And they began franchising pretty soon after that in 1995. But then they initially pulled back on that idea to focus more on the company-owned stores. They didn't resume franchising again until 2001.
Okay, so a handful of years that they delayed that idea.
They had kind of gotten their ducks in a row a little bit more, and we were able to go forward.
And then, of course, throughout the years, they continue to grow. In July 2016, Firehouse Subs celebrated opening their 1,000th location.
Wow. And yes, we are in Canada.
Right?
We went there in 2015.
They have expanded. That's kind of cool. And then in November of 2021, Firehouse Subs was acquired by Restaurant Brands International for the whopping sum of $1 billion with a B, $1 billion.
That's crazy.
All started from two brothers' dream of good food, good sandwiches, and they sold it for $1 billion. That's impressive. To be able to found it in 1994, to sell it in 2021 for $1 billion, that's still pretty good.
Hopefully they're alive to enjoy that.
Yeah,
that would
absolutely.
be cool. Okay, so the whole part of Firehouse Subs, the whole fire part, is continued in their decor.
Sure.
The restaurant's decor and menu items are inspired by firefighting, with sandwiches named after firefighting equipment and firefighting heroes. Okay, so Firehouse Subs loves to donate their money. They have an actual foundation, the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation, and they've donated millions of dollars to support first responders, which is cool.
That's kind of cool. And if you were to go to any of these locations, they have something that's unique. Now, I don't know if it's necessarily unique specifically to this restaurant, because other restaurants do this idea, kind of like some places do the salsa bar, but they have a hot sauce bar. And they have different the variety of hot sauces, and of course they've got it ranked by their heat level on, what is it, the Scoville scale or something like that.
That is just not for me.
No.
I don't mind a little bit of spice, but I don't like to be in pain while I eat.
I wonder why they don't make like a if they have a hot sauce Scoville scale, do they have like a cold sauce Scoville scale? Like, it's just
tzatziki,
ranch, mayo.
Right? Boy, horseradish, sure. I guess, would kind of get up at the top of that one.
Yeah, it would be at the top of that one for sure.
All right. Well, Firehouse Subs is known for something very unique. They actually steam their meats and cheeses to enhance the flavor.
Interesting.
I did not know that.
I would not have thought that. But I wonder if they do that, if their theory is to keep it moist, maybe?
They say it just brings out the flavor. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's worth a try.
Chris and Robin Sorensen came from a family of firefighters. Their father served in the Jacksonville Fire and Rescue Department for 43 years.
Wow, so a whole career. That's neat.
That's impressive.
Okay, on opening day, the first Firehouse Subs restaurant sold...
This isn't all that impressive.
They sold 2 hot dogs.
But I wonder if there were mixed feelings about that. You could look at that in a very optimistic way, like, hey, that's all right. We got our feet wet. We got established. We weren't overrun with too many people, so we were able to figure out the checkout process.
Yeah, 2 hot dogs, though. Hey, obviously didn't stop them after they just sold their business for $2 billion.
Yeah, absolutely.
$1 billion per hot dog.
Yeah. Firehouse Subs has grown to over 1,200 locations in 46 states. They also are in Puerto Rico, Canada, as we already mentioned. There are other international markets that they have entered as well. So good for them.
There you go.
Yeah. Kind of interesting.
They are known within our family. I know my dad likes their soda machine.
Okay. Well, yeah, there you have it. There you have it. Some fun facts about Firehouse Subs. Maybe you didn't know some of those things, but now you do. Thanks for joining us today on Drive Time Unscripted. We do hope that you have an awesome remainder of your day today
and a wonderful weekend.
Great weekend. Absolutely. If you're looking forward to some relaxation, some time to hang out with the family, and we're glad you hung out with us for a few minutes at the end of your day today.
If you're in the Cape Coral or Fort Myers area, we would love to have you join us for church on Sunday. You're going to see a lot of people whose voices you hear on this station.
Yeah, for sure.
Our service is at 11 o'clock a.m. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, check out capebaptist.org for more information. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time.